Deadpool will crack open the multiverse. That is the rumor that's going around, and it actually makes a lot of sense on multiple levels. And we're going to go over all the leaks, all the details, all the theories that are honestly now flying around about Deadpool 3 and how important it's going to be. Because for the longest time, people are worried that, you know what, it's going to be its one-off thing. Now Hugh Jackman's involved. It'll be fun. It'll be a comedic trip. It'll be fun to go down that kind of Deadpool tunnel, but what does it do for the bigger sense of the MCU? How do you incorporate Deadpool in? Well, if you've read the comics, he's all up in the Marvel universe. This could be huge. Welcome to the Chaos Multiverse, everybody. Chaos here, and today's a good day. This is a fun video to make. Now, Alex Perez of the Cosmic Circus was on a podcast, and he was talking about new details from Deadpool 3. So you guys can take it all with whatever kind of form of grain of salt you want to, but a lot of it really makes sense. So he says that the MCU's multiverse will crack wide open in Deadpool 3. And it's also going to make it clear how the character of Deadpool is going to be an integral part of the MC moving forward in the multiverse saga. And I quote, "If you had to ask me at what point do I think the multiverse is going to crack open, the multiverse isn't going to become a plot point that's going to affect everyone in the MCU until we reach Deadpool 3. Moving forward, Deadpool is going to be an integral part of the MCU, but you're not really going to see much about him up until maybe like Deadpool 3. This insider went on to say that it won't kick into full effect with the multiverse until that movie, but he also was very adamant saying individual stories moving forward will be there. We've heard crazy stuff. We've heard stuff that literally Secret Wars could end up being just everybody on the battle world. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And now the fact that it looks like Deadpool 3 is going to be that kind of catalyst that just breaks it wide open, well, that's something to talk about. And a lot of people say, well, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, I mean, didn't that break it all open? Yeah, no. I mean, they did traverse the multiverse. They went to numerous other timelines, but we haven't really gotten that where everything just completely falls apart. Now, we'll see what happens with Kang the Conqueror and Ant-Man. Now, there is the rumor going around that this Kang the Conqueror Warrior version won't make it out of Quantumania. And one of those leaks, spoiler alert, if you guys go watch my video from yesterday, spoiler alert, there it is that we'll actually get a post-credit scene with the Council of Kangs that are super pissed that Kang the Conqueror got taken out by an Avenger. Now, if that ends up being true, just crazy stuff. So, he says, individual stories will keep going, but the main storyline out for Deadpool 3 is him and Hugh. Well, they're just on a trip around the different timelines, around the different multiverses. And what could be really cool, if you've read your comics, is if they did an adaptation of Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. Now, in that run, it was pretty crazy. He was literally going around killing everybody. What if they did a version of that where he goes to the Fox-owned characters in the Foxverse and he literally takes them all out? I could actually see that happening in Deadpool 3. And then he just starts screwing stuff up and incursions start happening, and basically it all ends up being his fault. Now, the other rumor is that we could also see him be responsible for bringing mutants into the MCU. Now, we do have Namor, we do have Ms. Marvel, and Namor actually used the word mutant as well, that he was a mutant, so they're technically there. But how do you get the bigger picture of them to be there? How do you get the bigger sense of mutants? Because there's so many different mutants to introduce moving forward, and the X-Men, I mean, let's be real. The X-Men can be its own saga. And that may end up being what happens. Honestly, we may not actually get the official X-Men until Phase 7. Now, yes, we're going to get Hugh Jackman back. We have Namor. We have Ms. Marvel. But there are so many X-Men storylines and characters, it would literally encompass its own saga. So we could actually see the X-Men saga after the Multiverse saga. It would make a lot of sense, to be honest with you, because we could see a lot of Fantastic Four. Spider-Man was involved with all of them. It could be the next chapter, but we're not there yet. We're here. And I don't think we're going to get a rapid, huge introduction of X-Men when it comes to the Multiverse saga. Yes, Deadpool could start that off. He could kick that off. I just don't think they have enough time. I don't think they have enough time to write and character build and plot build and story build the X-Men into this saga. I mean, you would have to do that at the very beginning of a 3-phase saga, and we are already starting Phase 5. So I don't think that one's going to happen. But the fact that Deadpool could end up being directly responsible for the multiversal war and the break of the entire multiverse leading into Kang Dynasty and then Secret Wars, it's actually pretty funny to me. And it's actually something that makes a lot of sense because he's going to screw everything up. He's going to be talking to us while he does that, while he screws everything up and breaks the fourth wall and lets us know what's happening. But I promise you, there's going to be some spin. There's going to be some way at the end, whether it's Secret Wars 1, Secret Wars 2. Yes, I said that because there's also the rumor going around that Secret Wars is now going to be split into 2 movies, that Deadpool ends up being the hero. I truly believe that. And look for foreshadowing of that. Once we get to Deadpool 3 and you see him just completely screw everything up, because that is what he's going to do one way or another. It doesn't matter which of these plot points or leaks or theories are true or not. It's safe to say that Wade is going to screw everything up. He's going to break everything. But the big turn, I think, is that somehow in the very end, he'll end up being the hero. I hope he does. I mean, they're not going to stop. I really don't feel like they're going to stop at Phase 6 with him. I think he'll go on into Phase 7, if it is X-Men, if it is Fantastic Four, or whatever it may be. I think a Galactus saga would be absolutely insane, but apparently the leaks are that Galactus will be the main villain of the Fantastic Four movie without the Silver Surfer involved, which just sounds absolutely ludicrous to me. So who knows? There's so much up in the air that we don't know right now, and there's so much that could actually happen. But this does make sense. Deadpool 3 could be the moment where everything moving forward for the rest of the multiverse saga and Phase 6 focuses on the multiverse. Now, once again, he did say that there will still be those individual stories, but everything at that point, he says, will be multiverse, multiverse, multiverse. And that's probably we're going to see things ramp up with Kang variants and everything that is being built up. A lot of your insiders, a lot of people that watched the world premiere said that Ant-Man Quantumania feels like Chapter 1 of the multiverse saga, or Chapter 1 of the Kang Dynasty. And if that's true, that makes a lot of sense. But if you add this, and if they are rushing Doctor Strange 3 to happen, because you know he'll screw things up too, cause incursions, get rid of timelines, I think Doctor Strange and Deadpool are the recipe for disaster to get us to that brink of absolute extinction. Let me know what you guys think. I'll keep you posted if anything new comes. Be sure to check out the content we're posting daily on the channel now. We're doing shorts, we're doing long-form videos, we're trying to cover everything Marvel and DC. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon.